Hello, my name is Jim Baker, and I want to thank you for coming here to see this video today. Today I'm going to talk about the 4 reasons that every global business needs a US company. And I'm just going to go right into it and talk a little bit about each of the reasons and how they may apply to you. So the first reason is access to a new market. So if you have a US company, it's a lot easier to get US clients and make you more money, right? I want to use an example from one of my clients, a Colombian technology company who works for clients all over the world, but they came to me because they want to get more US clients. So this was probably, I don't know, like say 10 months ago. We opened the company for them and I helped them about how to structure the company, how to run it, and how they should be operating. And after a couple trips to California, to Silicon Valley, and I think they went to New York, they were able to use this company and invoice and receive funds from a number of different clients, and they were able to, get a lot of clients and really grow their business. And it's a lot easier when you're trying to get US clients for them to pay a US company instead of paying a company in Colombia, because the way business is done here, it all moves very fast and it's kind of streamlined, and there's so many options and there's so much competition in the market, which is great. But it's also, if it's harder to receive payment, it's harder to make payment, it's harder to verify you or look you up and have any information about you, then it's going to be harder for you to secure the job. So these my clients were able to receive payments really quickly in a bunch of different ways, and that way they were able to make more clients and make more money, and end up saving time in getting new clients as well. So that's the first one: having access to the U.S. market, increasing your reputation, and how you look on a global scale, right? So that's the reason every global business should have a U.S. company. That's the first reason. The second reason is access to financial tools and access to U.S. bank accounts. So I'm going to use a separate example here. I have a lot of clients in Mexico, for example. Mexico has their whole financial system is great and everything works, but there's a lot of taxes and a lot of bureaucracy and a lot of things they have to deal with when getting their payments. And I have a couple clients who sell courses and digital products online, and they have to wait 30 days to receive their funds from their payment processor. And that's a huge slowdown because you can't scale your ads unless you have the capital available to pay for the ads with cash and then close your clients through the ads. So if you run ads that make $1 million and you want to run more ads to make more money, you can't. You have to wait until the funds hit your account. So that's one thing. Another thing is access to the US dollar. So I have a lot of clients in Brazil and Argentina as well, and those clients, because they were using a US company and leaving some of their excess sales and their excess revenues in their US company, were able to profit greatly just because of the valuation of their local currencies. And that having that little hedge is a great way to provide a hedge and like protect you against some currency devaluation or inflation. And additionally, financial tools. I have clients in Ecuador, and whenever they pay, I think it's the same in Peru. Whenever they pay for contractors or pay for services outside of their home country, they have to pay an additional 10 to 12% tax on paying it outside, like non-resident digital contractors. And I'm not an expert in those areas of tax, but those were some tax laws that they have to deal with. But when they use their U.S. company to pay their contractors, it's instant, it's fast, and it's cheaper. Not only because the taxes are less, but the transaction fees on sending these payments are less. And then you have access to all the different softwares. Paying. A lot of my clients have issues paying for ads, and when they pay for their home country, they have to route their money through different locations and through different places so that they can eventually pay Facebook and Google. But then the cost of doing that is pretty high, and the U.S. company pays for itself in the first month. So really, number two of having access to U.S. financial systems and U.S. softwares. Most of the leading tech companies are based in the U.S., or at least have a huge presence in the U.S. So having a U.S. company will give you access to these on a local level as a U.S. person. And deciding what kind of company to open, that's what we can help you with. But just having a company in general gives you that access. The third reason that every global business should have a U.S. company is the speed of which we do business here, the speed of transactions. So business happens so fast in the US. There's so much opportunity for getting loans, getting new clients, strategic partnerships, different things like that. And if you're not ready to go right away, you'll miss an opportunity, because successful people don't always wait for other people to catch up. If you want it, you should go and get it already. It's not hard to open a US company when you have people like me there to help you, so you should have it ready. So a good example is I have a client from the UK, a wealthy guy. He's doing great, and he has a US company that we helped him with so he could buy some real estate. He ended up not buying the real estate and just left the company sitting, and he was doing research and found an investment that he had to jump on right away. And because he had the company open and the bank account open, everything ready, he was able to send funds there and purchase the what he needed. He was able to go ahead and do it and make a good return on that, because he was ready to move and he was ready to pounce. So the speed of which you do business is really a benefit, just because it creates more opportunities. If there's 5 opportunities somewhere else, in the US there's going to be 10, just because everything's happening faster. Obviously it's faster to lose opportunities, but there's more of them to gain if you're ready for them. So that's the third one. The fourth reason every global company should have a US business is the flexibility in the future. So if you have your business operating and you want to expand to the US, you need a US company to have US strategic partners. You need a US company to raise capital, make a public company. A good example I have here is an Ecuadorian company I worked with. They sell stuff on the internet. They sell stuff online, protein products and things like that. And these products, they were selling from Ecuador to the US, but by making a strategic partnership in the US and expanding to the US, they're able to really grab a huge chunk of that market share in the US and make a lot of money doing this. So the US company really helped them both raise capital and get the right partners and just be flexible going forward and just being ready to go. So, that way they're able to save a lot of time in the future, save money and missed opportunities, and then make more money with the opportunities they do take. So this is all about making more money, making more sales, saving time, and not missing out, and just positioning your company and your brand to be there, be ready when the opportunity comes and when you need it. So the four reasons that your global company needs a US company, a US entity, are to have access to the market and to build consumer trust, to just be known and have a US company where you can accept payments. Second is the financial system, so that you can have access to US bank accounts, US financial tools, and be able to move quickly and save a lot of money in paying your clients and also in receiving funds. I didn't even touch on this earlier, but so many of my clients in Colombia use US companies to invoice, because they don't have to pay the IVA, the value-added tax, on receiving sales from outside the country. And that's what a global business is doing. If you want to get clients from outside your home country, you have to have them pay you. And if when they pay you, you have to pay an automatic 19-20% to your government, then you're missing out, especially when you can use a US company and not pay that, right? It's a no-brainer in my opinion, and that's why we're able to work with so many people from Colombia, because they're able to save on that. The third reason is for the speed of transactions, the speed in which opportunities arise, and the speed at which you can capitalize on those opportunities. And the fourth is having flexibility going forward to both grow your business and take advantage of other strategic partnerships and enter into different markets and just do whatever you want. The US doesn't have all kinds of bureaucracy. When you have a company in the US, you only have to file forms one time a year. You file your tax forms, and then you have to renew your company with the state. You don't have to do monthly things. When companies pay you, there's no bank forms you need to send. There's no reports you need to send to the government monthly. There's nothing you have to do. Depending on your business, obviously it's business to business, but from all my clients I've seen, everyone I've talked to, it's by far the easiest compliance environment to be in. You don't prepay your taxes. You operate, you tell the government how much taxes you have to pay, and then pay basically a year and a half later. So you have so much more capital to work with during the year with the US company. I probably should have mentioned that in the above points, but I'm just mentioning it now. So really, we went over the 4 reasons. There's probably more. I have a lot of reasons built into these 4, but that's where I wanted to start. If you want to talk to me about this and see if your business makes sense for your business to have a US company, you can try and schedule a call below. There should be a calendar link there. If there's not, you can email me. And I look forward to talking to you, because I think you can really benefit from having a U.S. company, and I'd love to be the one to help you set up the right kind of company, the right way, and with the right tools so you're ready to succeed right away. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you.